Okay, so law of sines. This is the ambiguous case. The ambiguous case is when there's more than one solution to the triangle. In order to find that, you have an angle and the opposite side and an adjacent side. If the adjacent is greater than the opposite side, then it's a two-solution problem. So since it's greater, 32 is greater than 26, there's two solutions. So there's two solutions to this triangle. Since we have measure of angle C and the opposite side C, and we want to find the measure of angle B. So the formula, sine C over little c equals sine B over little b. And we just plug it in so we can find what the sine, so we can find the big B. So it would be sine 30 over 26 equals the sine of B over 32. We have to try to get B by itself so we can find the measure of that angle, so we cross multiply, we get 32 sine 30 equals 26 sine B. We divide 26. And we also find the inverse sine so we can get B by itself. So these cancel. And we find the inverse sine of all of this in order to find B. In order to find B, we just plug this into the calculator, and the answer would be measure of angle B equals about 38.0 degrees. So that would be one of the solutions. Since this is the ambiguous case, there's two solutions to this, so we would have to find the measure of angle B2 for the other triangle. So in order to do that, to find the measure of angle B2, you just subtract this from 180. So 180 minus 38.0 equals, so the measure of angle B2 would equal 142 degrees. So now we have these two angles solved for. Now we have two angles from one triangle, and since all the angles inside a triangle have to add up to 180, we could just subtract these two angles from 180. So 180 minus 30 degrees minus 38 degrees. So that would give us the measure of angle A1. So measure of angle A would equal 112 degrees. And it's the same thing for this side too. Since we have two angles for the other triangle, we could just subtract it from 180. So 180 minus 142 minus 30 degrees. The measure of angle A2 would equal 8 degrees. So we have the measure of angle A, we have the measure of angle C and little c, side C. We need to find side A. So in order to do that, we use the law of sines again. Sine of big C over little c equals sine of A over little a. And we just plug it in, so sine of 30 over 26 equals sine of 112, because that's sine A over little a. We do the same thing, we cross multiply, we get A sine 30 equals 26 times sine 112. Then we have to get A by itself, so we just divide by sine of 30. Sine 30. These cancel out. And we would plug this into the calculator, and A would equal 48.2. And for this side, we do the same thing, but we use a different angle. So we can use the measure of angle C and side C to find the measure of side A. So sine of C, which is 30 degrees, over side C equals sine of A, which is 8 degrees, over little a. We just cross multiply, get A sine 30 equals 26 times sine 8. divide to get little a by itself. These cancel. Plug it into the calculator, and a would equal 7.2. And that's how you solve a law of sines ambiguous case for two-solution triangle.
So this is law of sines, angle, side, angle. We're going to be looking for angle B, and side C. So to find angle B, you have to add angle A and angle C. So 102.4 plus 16.7. And then after this, you have to subtract 119.1 from 180. And that will give you 60.9. Okay, so the measure of angle B is 60.9. Next, we have to find side B. In order to find side B, we have to do the formula of sine A over little a equal to sine B over little b. Okay, now we just have to plug that in. So sine of 102.4 over 12.6 equal to sine of 60.9 over little b. Now, next you have to cross multiply. So sine of 60.9 times 12.6 equal to sine of 102.4 times b. Alright, in order to find side B, you have to divide the sine of 102.4 to both sides. And you have to plug this into a calculator to find side B. And B will give you 11.3. So 11.3 would be your side. Okay, in order to find side C, you have to do the same formula, which would be sine A over little a. That would equal sine C over little c. And you have to plug in what is given. So it would be sine of 102.4 over 12.6. That will equal sine of 16.7 over little c. And again, you have to cross multiply. Now the sine of 16.7 times 12.6 now equal sine of 102.4 times c. Next, you divide sine of 102.4 to both sides. And you plug this into a calculator. And once you plug this into a calculator, side C will be 3.7. So now we found every side and every angle. That's law of sines.
Sine of 36, and that's the angle for A. And then A because it's go underneath. Then sine of big B over little b, just cross multiply. And okay, then you'll set this up into the sine formula, and then you'll get 5 sine 36 equals 8 sine b. And you're going to divide by 8 both sides. And then you'll get 36 sine times 5 divided by 8 equals, this would be 0.37. And then the sine of b, you can use the arc sine both sides. That's just going to cancel that out. And then this equals 21.55. And that's the angle of B. then you'll just add these up since they're both angles. So 21.55 plus 36 equals minus 180. And so C equals 122.45. Then don't really need this stuff anymore. And then to find angle C, or the length of it, we're gonna plug it in again for sine 36 over 8 equals sine of 122.45 over C. And then cross multiply again. So pretty much it's gonna look 8 sine 122.45 divided by sine 36, and that'll equal a little c. Plug this in exactly how it looks. 8 times sine of 122.45, and then divided by 36 sine, and then that equals 11.949, and that's all measurements of the triangle.